What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? My name is Yuritastic, and today I'm bringing you a special video that revolves around Tropico 6. I took the gameplay, I'm watching the gameplay, and I wrote down literally step by step, broke down everything that's new or might be interesting for you and I that revolves around the gameplay that we got. Keep in mind, the gameplay is just a development build. Some things might change, some things might look more polished, some things might look better. So we're just going based off the gameplay that they gave us. And I'm gonna go off based on the YouTube video that's going on. So the quality of it is not the best. That's not on me. That's what the video I got. But besides that, again, some things might change. So let's get into it. I'll be going literally step by step and pausing at the times where I need to tell you something. So let's start off right now. Okay, first and foremost, I want to point out at the bottom here, we got the options. You know, it seems like your regular options, the build construction option right here. Then you have the Almanac, or it could be, yeah, no, it's not the Almanac. I think these are the edits. You got the map resources. This is the Almanac. You got this. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure what this is either. The pirates. This is trade. This is diplomatic or constitution, and this is a diplomatic button. So pretty normal stuff here, except the books over here and a pirate flag. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure if this is tied to a specific era or colonial area that you do. So let's keep it going over here. Next up, what we have, I believe, is the new Cathedral Building, and here it is. Whether you say it's new or not, kind of looks the same to me, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, so far the one from Tropico 5 looks more polished. But once again, this is the development era, so we don't want to pick too much on it because it might look better. I don't know, it just looks too plain to me. The one from Tropico 5 looks better, to be honest with you. Alright, next up we got the new houses. They look a little bigger, as you can see. Once again, they kind of plain in color. I don't know, I'm not really digging this whole page color that you'll see throughout the island. So these are the houses right here. I don't know. I mean, once again, I'm just giving you my honest opinion on it. You know, whether I'm criticizing it or showing you the new stuff. But this is the new house that I saw throughout the island. Next up, we got the new country houses, and here they are. Now these do look better than the old ones. The country houses right here, they do look better than the old ones. They look more like a country house. They have more character to them than just a plain old like grayish and dark green looking thing that was in Tropico 5. Alright, over here we got a building that I'm not quite sure what it is. It could be very well, let's go back a little bit. It could be very well part of the palace, because I think the palace is right behind it. I'm not sure what this building is. It looks pretty nice. It looks like something very fancy. It could be part of the palace. We're not sure. And next up, what we're gonna have is the new bridges. I've seen them build a bridge. You cannot. It's not like City Skylines. Obviously, you cannot control how high or low it goes. To me, honestly, that's a sign of relief, because I was always worried about the infrastructure and bridges, and are they gonna focus too much on how the bridges and building the bridges, and oh, it's too high and it's too red and blah blah blah. So, you know, for the most part, it doesn't look the most well-built bridge, but Tropico is not about building streets. I mean, it is and it isn't. Over here we have, which you'll see at the end, is the Eiffel Tower. We've seen that many times, many times. And let's take a look. I think coming up next we got maybe something that would be the rum distillery. Okay, here it is. It might be the rum. It might be a steel factory. We don't know. We've never seen this type of factory. Once again, kind of similar to the factories that we got in Tropico 5. And here we are. We got the palace. Walk around. Very nice statue of El Presidente in the front. You know, the palaces, they made a really good job on them. I think they look much more better. All right, keep it going. And we got next the overlays that seem to be and the same menu. You'll see them also later on in the video, which is pretty much the same deal. Check where you can plant tobacco, all that stuff. So that's pretty nice that they kept it. Next up, I want to show you something that's very interesting. That the palace has a helicopter, a helipad, a helicopter landing zone. As you can see right here, as you can see with my mouse on the side right here, which is pretty nice. I wonder if El Presidente is going to be traveling in it. Here it is once again from the top view. Like once again, this is very cool. This is they really did spend a good amount of time on the palace, and I like the fact that behind it, you know, there's automatic gardens. I'm assuming. I'm not sure. There's also another helipad right here. I'm not sure what this is for. A hospital, police station. This looks like another helipad right here. So maybe helicopters are going to be a major point of transportation for officials. And over here we have possible new buildings. Once again, they could be the same function as the ones before, just look new. Once again, we see this whole page really like kind of off-white color throughout the island, like a main color in the island. Some of you guys, or one of you guys actually recommended that I wish like we can choose the colors of the buildings, and I told him, you know, that'd be like a lot of customization. But now seeing how this is, you kind of hope that that's what it would happen. Over here, as you can see, these are most likely, and I believe are indeed mining buildings. So mining now seems to be like an underground thing, instead of like, you know, placing it in the mountain, or most of the times, yes, they are in the mountain. So it seems like, you know, you place it on top, and that could be actually more beneficial. Maybe if there's a circle of mining area, you can add more than one going on at one time instead of one, and then it depletes. So it could be actually something that's very good. So you never know. Again, once again, the off-white color. Here's the off-white color once again. It's like the whole island is off-white. Next up, coming up, is the bus stops, and this is something that you see throughout this gameplay video very often. There they are. This is the bus stops right here, and you see, actually I saw more buses than I saw cars. So yeah, very heavy point of emphasis on buses, and buses as transportation. There's bus right here. Next up we got is the presidential podium. That's a presidente where he's going to be giving his speeches. Hopefully people line up here. On Tropico 4, I believe it was a 3, people did actually line up when you had speeches, and it's been confirmed that speeches are indeed back in Tropico 6. And then a little bit here you'll see Presidente giving a speech. Here is just blabbering away, giving them promises, and look at him, he keeps doing the whatever. So whatever, let's see that again, he keeps doing the whatever. So that's pretty cool. If you take a look over here, once again, you'll see a lot of buses movement. Buses are just a big point of emphasis in this, in Tropico 6, I believe. You don't see a lot of cars either, you know, so you see more buses than you see cars. Okay, over here you're about to see the new infrastructure and traffic infrastructure menu. The only thing I see different that wasn't is a parking deck instead of a parking garage, a bus garage obviously, storage quay or queue, I don't know how to say that, forgive me, a landing strip. I'm not sure what that is either. Again, it could be tied up to the helicopters. And next up you will see, that's the only two unfortunately that they showed us right now, is the industry section. The only thing I see different over here is a shipyard, a weapons factory, which I believe was happening in Tropico 4, so that they're bringing it back. A tannery, I don't know what a tannery is, maybe they meant cannery. No, a cannery is next to it. I don't know what a tannery is. So there's a plastic plant. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different industry that you can go about. Furniture, chocolate, electronics, vehicle factories. These are all ones that we had. So we got the weapons factory, shipyard, storage, quay, whatever, and a tannery. And a plastic plant. And very excited to see what they do. And over here, as you can see, they were trying to show us where the coals is. Once again, it looks like it is underground indeed. And they're trying to show us over here how to go about it. You know, I guess you don't always have to connect your islands by bridges, because he puts one of those storage quay, whatever, man, I don't even know how to say it, but he puts those up, and then he puts the mine. So indeed the mine is underground. What we saw earlier is the mine, and then he's just showing you, or she's just showing you how to connect it. They'll place a steel factory next to it, they'll place a power plant next to it, and they place a apartment here, which kind of makes me think if for off islands like this, if you can't connect them by, you know, by underground electrical transmitter, that you have to place big like electric power plants like this one just to run a few things over here. Who knows? But they're just pretty much showing you here. So it gives us an idea that you don't always have to connect by bridge. You can also connect by docks or storages. And you'll be good to go on that end. And here's what it looks like after it's done. And then he's gonna go to the Almanac, Once again, this is the only screen that we had, so one thing that to note, the Almanac is at a quick view, I guess. It gives you the factions standings on your island from the highest to the lowest. It gives you what's giving them the lowest happiness. It gives you the superpower standings, highest and lowest, rebel threat, average happiness, unemployed citizens, and homeless citizens. So all the stuff, I don't know if you can go in more in depth, but all the stuff that you need to know at a glance, and I hope this is just a glance, because if you guys have been watching my videos, you know how much the Almanac helps me out, especially if you watch my Tropico 5 series that I'm currently doing. You see how much the Almanac I use it. A lot of you be like, wow, you're so good, you helped me on this and that, and that's because I religiously look at the Almanac. So this is like I said, this is the only thing that we were able to see in the Almanac. So he's showing us the average happiness. I guess it's not very good. Alright, coming up next is the Spy Academy. So this is something that they really made sure we know about in the trailer, is that you can steal like Eiffel Tower and super world landmarks, if you will. So here it is. He's gonna open an open race screen, and he's gonna assign an agent to go steal the Eiffel Tower. There's rate points up here. I'm not sure how that goes, because it says if you heist 15 months, rate points 1,000, and it takes it out from your rate points. So let's go back a little bit and take a look at that. It kind of went too quick. Try to pause it. There it is. So trying to locate our spies. Spies are leaving Tropico. 23 months, 22 days. Spies returning. So these are, I guess, the checkpoints or the checklist of the operation. What I liked about this is that the citizens in general, not just him, it tells you the position, like where they're going and where they're at, and where they're going and where they're at. And it's so like this guy position, he's raiding in a heist. It doesn't tell you what kind of heist, but he's raiding the heist, and we know it's the Eiffel Tower. And you can actually follow the citizen instead of just double clicking on him. You could have done that in Tropico, but he's actually following the citizen, and he goes off by boat. And then pretty much the rest of the 1 minute left in here is stuff that we already covered. So that's what it is. Once again, guys, some of these things might change. Some of these things might look more polished, more better. The video quality in general wasn't the best because I think it was re-uploaded by somebody else. This is only a development build, so I hope things are a little bit better, especially with the colors of the building, especially with, you know, the Almanac. I hope it's not how it is. What I was happy to see is the fact that the infrastructure is not as heavy emphasized on as I thought. I mean, we saw more buses than we did bus stops. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, me breaking down the Tropico 6 gameplay video for you guys step by step. I wrote it literally in a notepad and covered the points that I thought you guys would be interested in. If you guys did enjoy it, please do hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Help me get to 500,000 subscribers before Tropico 6 comes out. My name is Untitled, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I am out.